Hi, I'm Jenna. I'm the occupational therapist today, and I will be utilizing the Peabody Developmental Motor Scales. This assessment is also referred to as the PDMS-2. The PDMS-2 can be used in assessing children from birth to 6 years of age. The client today, Paisley, is 47 months old. And I will be conducting this assessment in a home health setting. So I'm just going to her home and using whatever resources are available in her home. And I'm selecting two components of this assessment. One is going to be from the fine motor section and one from the gross motor scale. The fine motor item is under grasping, and this will consist of buttoning and unbuttoning the buttons as fast as the client can on this jacket. And it says a strip, but we're just using this jacket today because we don't have a strip of buttons. And I will say button and unbutton this one as fast as you can, and she will button and unbutton just one of the single buttons. And if she is able to button and unbutton the button in 20 seconds or less, that will be a score of 2. And if she buttons and unbuttons one button in 21 seconds or more, it will be a score of 1. And a score of 0 will be if the client holds both strips together and cannot button or unbutton the buttons. And then second, for locomotion, which is under the gross motor scale, I'm going to be assessing Paisley's ability to hop on one foot. So she's going to hop forward on one foot, and I will demonstrate this first. So I will hop on one foot for 5 hops, and then I'll switch to the other foot and hop for 5 hops. And I will say hop like I do. So on the score criteria, a score of 2 is hops forward, 5 hops on one foot, and then on the other foot, she should be able to hop 3 to 5 times. And then a score of 1 would be she hops forward 1 to 4 hops on one foot and hops 1 to 2 hops on the other foot. And a score of 0 would be that she hops in place or her foot fails to leave the ground. And so this is the score criteria that we will be utilizing today. Paisley, are you ready for your therapy session?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so I'm going to have you button this jacket. So can you please button and unbutton this button as fast as you can? And I'm going to be timing Paisley as she does this on my watch.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Okay. Great job.
Thanks.
You unbutton it now?
Yes.
Okay, great job. So Paisley took about 45 minutes, or 45 seconds to complete this activity. And so her score would be, according to this, would be a 1 because she buttoned and unbuttoned the one button in 21 seconds or more. So she fits into this category. A score of a 0 would be she wouldn't be able to do this task at all. So she scored a 1. Okay, are you ready for the next activity?
Yes.
So the next activity is under gross motor and its locomotion. So she's going to be hopping on one foot. Hop as I do.
Okay.
Great job, Paisley.
Thank you.
So, Paisley also scored a 1 on this because she was able to hop forward 1 to 4 hops on one foot at a time before she had to switch to the other foot. And then whenever she did switch to the other foot, she was able to get 1 to 2 hops on the other foot. So on this task, she would score a 1 also. And so Paisley scored 1s on both of these assessments. So for hopping, she scored a 1 under the gross motor and locomotion subset. And then for the other activity, she also scored a 1 on the fine motor and grasping aspect of things. So this is just 2 different items that we tested Paisley on. So to get a full picture of her function, we would need to complete some other items in order to fully complete the assessment. But this just gives us a little sneak peek into how she would do on the Peabody in these 2 categories. Thank you, Paisley.
Thank you.
So the next item we're going to test is Paisley's ability to stand on one foot. And this is under the gross motor section under reflexes. And she will stand on one foot, hands on hips with free leg bent back at knee for 5 seconds. And I will say, put your hands on your hips and stand on one foot like I did. And to score this assessment of this section, 2 would be stands on one foot with hands on hips without swaying more than 20 degrees for 5 seconds. And scoring a 1 would be stands on one foot with hands on hips without swaying for more than 20 degrees for 2 to 4 seconds. And a score of a 0 would be standing on one foot for less than 2 seconds or sways more than 20 degrees. And so, Paisley, are you ready for the assessment?
Yeah, this is just a really pretty picture.
Oh, okay. We can look at the picture after this, okay?
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So, stand on one foot like I did, and I will count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you'll move to the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you think you can do that, Paisley?
Maybe, but what foot do I start with?
It doesn't matter, whichever one you want to start with.
What one do you think I should?
Let's go with your right foot, okay? I'll count for you.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. Do you want to try again or move?
Yeah, I want to try again.
Okay.
I think I can do better than that.
Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. And want to do your other foot now?
I did my other foot then. Can I go back and do the other one?
Yeah, let's do the foot that you did the very first time.
Okay. Which one was that?
It was your right foot.
Which one is that?
Okay, so your right foot is this foot.
Okay, this one.
So you'll stand on that foot and then lift your other leg.
Here I go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Paisley stood on one foot, then on the other foot with her hands on her hips without swaying more than 20 degrees for at least 6 seconds on each foot. So Paisley did this because she stood for 6 seconds on one side and then for 7 seconds on the other side. So she scored a 2 on this assessment. And that is the highest that she could score on that assessment. So although we had to restart, she ended up scoring a 2.